Hey guys, this will be the February horoscope for Cancer, and especially for those of you that have Cancer as your rising sign. Keep in mind, these are general predictions. It all depends on your factory settings, right? The planets in your natal chart. Okay. But anyway, in general, for Cancer, and those of you with Cancer as your rising sign, well, anyway, with Jupiter in Aries, it's actually not bad. Jupiter is all about growth, abundance, and all of that. Um, but the thing is, for those of you with Cancer as your zodiac sign, okay, not as your rising sign, your sun in Cancer, um, you guys might get a little bit too optimistic, okay, with Jupiter in Aries. The thing is, you might throw around with money. There's a risk of overspending. Thinking that money will be back. Okay, I'll just make more money. It's fine. The universe has my back, and the universe has your back. Just you know, think a little before spending too much money. Okay, because yes, money will get back to you, but what you're gonna do until they do. Okay. For those of you with Cancer as your rising sign, for those of you, it's good. It's gonna This Jupiter in Aries will give you growth when it comes to your career. Your social status will improve. Basically, people will you'll feel you'll see more important to the people around you. Okay. 3rd of February today, when I'm posting this. For some of you, there can be some discussions around the house. Maybe you're buying a house and you're talking about that, or maybe you want to buy something cool for your house. Okay. For others of you, there can be some friends coming to visit you. For others, you might at least stay in bed, home, talking online with these friends, with these people, something along those lines. Okay. On the 5th of February, the famous lovers Mars and Venus will be fighting, so meaning that they're squaring each other. That's how it is called in astrology. And the thing is, this can come for you guys, especially for those of you with Cancer as your rising sign, with some legal issues. Okay, so you have to make sure that you read properly all contracts and all of that. Careful about what you're signing. You have to be careful about discussions that you might be having with people from different countries, or discussions that you might be having about a trip, or going to a different country. There's a risk of confusion, misinformation, stuff like that. Okay. Also on the 5th, there's a full moon in Leo, and this for you can mean that some of you might be actually receiving some money. This is the nice, cool scenario. For others of you, it can also come with some discussions, some around money, around how much money you have, what do you own, how much you identify with money, what it's actually important to you. So discussions about that. It can also mean that on the 10th of February, Mercury and Pluto will be having a conjunction in Capricorn, and for some of you, this can mean some uncomfortable discussions with your lover. Okay. There can be some discussions about some very sensitive topics. Okay. Some aspects that you didn't discuss until now, that you somehow kept hidden, in a closet somewhere. You didn't talk about it. Well, now you might actually have to discuss whatever aspects were left there. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, let's say, you might be having, so if you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend at home to fight with, basically, you might have some annoying discussions with business partners, or even some enemies that you might be having. You might be having some fights with them. I don't know which version, which scenario it's worse. If it's fighting with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or fighting with, I mean, talking about sensitive things, or fighting with enemies and business partners. I don't know which one is worse, but it's gonna go away. It's not gonna stay like this forever. Discussions, when I say sensitive topics, it can also be, for some of your example, that you have someone, right? You're not single, you're seeing someone, it's not official. You might be talking about that. You might be wanting to move things to the next level, and maybe you never told this person before that you want something more, and now you're going to talk about it, and it can be annoying. So careful about that. On the 12th of February, Mercury will be entering Aquarius, and again, there will be some discussions about money, other people money, credits, and stuff like that for some of you, okay? Others of you, you might be talking about spirituality, profound stuff, okay? That smart people talk about, okay? There are some of you that can also be talking about sex, okay? Or might be sexting someone. I think that this last scenario, it's actually better, so hoping that it's the case for you. Okay, on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, there's a big combo on the sky between Venus and Neptune. So Venus and Neptune, they are both the bosses when it comes to love. Neptune is actually the big boss. It's Neptune deals with the divine love, with not just the human type of love. Neptune, that's Venus. Neptune, it's divine love. It's stronger than Venus, actually. So what does this mean to you? For you, this means that it can be that there's a friend or a coworker that lives far away from you that comes to visit you, and you might end up, having some sexy time during evening time. I'm just gonna, stick to this scenario because let's just manifest something nice, okay? So let's just say that a friend or a coworker from far away, they're coming to visit. Let's pray for that. On the 16th of February, Mercury will have a really bad combination. And the point is, some of you might be fighting with some people because of money, with some friends of yours because of money. If it's not friends of yours, it can be people that work for public institution, right? So like banks, stuff like that. So you have to be careful about that. 19th of February, the sun will be entering Pisces. On the 20th of February, there's a new moon, okay? Having the sun in Pisces, actually, for those of you with Cancer as your zodiac sign, with your sun in Cancer, having, again, the sun now in Pisces, it's good for you guys, okay? It can give you great satisfaction related to, again, business with people from different countries, in your collaboration discussions with people that live in different countries, all of that. There's something that can work in your favor, and you might be making more plans regarding this. If it doesn't have to do with people that live in a different country, you might be just planning to study more, or there's some legal issues, the legal issues that I mentioned earlier that you might be facing. Well, on the 20th, you might actually solve them, okay? You might receive some good news about that. On the 21st of February, Venus will be entering Aries, okay? And for those of and for you, that can mean, especially for those of you with Cancer as your rising sign. So for you, having Venus in Aries can mean success in your career. Your career might be going well. You might see some improvement, some success there. So career, social status, or just how people perceive you. They'll perceive you in a better light. Okay, basically, long story short. So Cancer, this is what I had for you. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you're feeling these energies. how it's working out for you. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.